What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Booba Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, it looks like the highly anticipated unification welterweight showdown between undefeated former 3-division world champion, former junior welterweight undisputed world champion, and currently the WBO welterweight world champion, who is widely considered the #1 pound-for-pound boxer in the world in the sport of boxing, Terence Bud Crawford, and legendary 8-division world champion, current WBA welterweight world champion, iconic Filipino superstar boxer Manny Pacquiao is not going to come to fruition due to the fact that investment groups have pulled out and truly don't have any interest in fronting the money to stage the mega showdown in 2020. So, top-ranked legendary CEO and promoter Bob Arum states that it's not realistic to see Terence Crawford versus Manny Pacquiao this year. I'm definitely hoping that I could get some of these investment groups outside of the United States to fund the money and the bill for what it would take to put on such a high-profile mega welterweight unification showdown, but the interest has seemed to have gone by the wayside. So Bob Arum is stating that he believes Manny Pacquiao is going to go in a different direction, although there is mutual interest. So Bob Arum stated that Manny Pacquiao definitely wants to fight. Obviously, Terence Crawford has been calling for this fight for quite some time. The problem is, due to the pandemic and due to the quarantine and the world being, pretty much in shambles, especially the boxing world, Bob Arum is stating that the investment groups that, he was in contact with seem not to be as interested as they originally appeared to be when he was announcing that they're both interested and Manny Pacquiao's team have reached out to him. So the problem is not that the fighters, Manny Pacquiao and Terence Crawford, or Al Heyman, who's advisor of Manny Pacquiao now, and Bob Arum don't have the interest. The problem is they don't have the funding to fit the bill for such a high-profile fight. And obviously, they're not going to take nothing less than mega millions to have this fight, meaning the fighters, right? And a fight of this magnitude is definitely going to call for there to be at least fans. So Bob Arum was hoping that, just like he stated with the highly anticipated heavyweight trilogy showdown between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, that hopefully there could be somewhat like a football stadium. Bob Arum is hoping that that fight take place between Wilder and Fury in Las Vegas at the new Raiders Stadium with social distancing, because the stadium is so big, it holds 60,000 people or so, that they would be able to put 20,000 people in there still with social distancing, spacing them about 2 seats apart, right? So that's what he was looking for to do for Manny Pacquiao and Terence Crawford just outside of the country. But the interest doesn't seem to be there with the investors and investment groups outside of the United States. He did state that he wanted this fight to come to fruition because it's a fight that originally Manny Pacquiao and Terence Crawford was calling for. Manny Pacquiao wanted $20 million for the Terence Crawford fight, and everybody laughed at Manny Pacquiao and said that there was no way he was going to earn $20 million for a Terence Crawford fight. Fighters, a lot of boxing pundits, fans, promoters was saying that Manny Pacquiao was pricing himself out of the Terence Crawford fight purposely not to stage the fight. But come to find out, Manny Pacquiao leaves top-ranked Bob Arum, signs with the PBC and Al Heyman, and Manny Pacquiao fights Adrian Broner for $20 million. Then he goes on to fight Keith Thurman for $20 million. So Manny Pacquiao was not that far off when he asked Terence Crawford for $20 million. Because he got the $20 million he was looking for when he fought Adrian Broner, who was I don't want to say a lesser profile fight. It's a bigger, hardcore boxing fan fight for Terence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao. But Adrian Broner is currently a bigger draw, especially at that time, than Terence Crawford. So He got the $20 million for the Broner fight. Then he got $20 million for the Keith Thurman fight. So he got what he was looking for. He was not pricing himself out. He would have took the Terence Crawford fight. He just had a number that he felt it was his worth, and he wasn't going to budge. And Bob Arum and Top Rank didn't feel like he was worth that number, so they didn't pay it, and the Terence Crawford fight didn't come to fruition. Bob Arum also confirmed that he was the one that stood in front of that fight. He blocked it from happening because he was concerned about Manny Pacquiao's safety also as a friend. So he stood in the way with, he blocked the fight, and we never got Terence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao. Now, after Manny Pacquiao gets 2 big wins in his career, he's looking to make that fight to capitalize and give Terence Crawford the legacy fight he so deserves. But it's not looking like that fight is going to happen anytime soon. There was a lot of talks, a lot of reports, and a lot of rumblings and rumors that they were close to negotiations. But now Bob Arum has come out and he said that that's not true. Any reports that we got closer is simply false because there is no investment groups that are truly willing to commit to staging this fight and funding the bill so this fight could come to fruition. So he did state that it looks more than likely that Terence Crawford will be facing Yordenis Ugas, as that's the cheaper route to go, but it's still a quality fight. The fight with Kell Brook, he says the travel restrictions is what's going to prevent that fight from happening. And Sean Porter is too big of a name, too big of a fight. It's a high-profile fight, not as big as Manny Pacquiao, but it's a very big fight, and there's no funds for that fight. So it's better, more than likely, he going in the direction of Yordenis Ugas, who is a mandatory challenger, I believe, for the WBC. Once again, I know he once was the WBC challenger, and Sean Porter satisfied that mandatory and got the victory over Yordenis Ugas. Then we saw Sean Porter obviously going to the Unification mega bout with Errol Spence Jr. So Sean Porter's too high profile for the Terence Crawford fight to happen anytime soon because he's going to demand high money. They don't have the funds for a Sean Porter fight. So the best quality fight they could give us is Terence Crawford, or give Terence Crawford, is Yordenis Ugas. I reported this, I told you guys this a couple of days ago, that this was the fight that was more than likely going to take place, and Bob Arum has confirmed that as well. So Terence Crawford, Manny Pacquiao, no bueno, not happening. Maybe 2021. We'll see how everything plays out. But as far as 2020, you will not see Terence Crawford versus Manny Pacquiao. But that's all I got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.